Hello, dear students. We completed the first chapter of grammar, which is nouns, and after that, the second part of speech, which is pronouns. So, let's start with this chapter. Pronouns are words we use to replace nouns in order to avoid their repetition. They take the place of nouns in sentences. Let's take the example of Nidhi. Like, Nidhi is my sister. Nidhi is in class 10. That way, we need to repeat. So instead of writing Nidhi two times, we can write she is in class 10. The pronoun she replaces the proper noun Nidhi in the second sentence. Now, the noun that a pronoun replaces here, Nidhi, is called an antecedent. In the above example, Nidhi is an antecedent. Now, in this chapter, we'll be studying different kinds of pronouns. Let's have a look at which are they. First is personal pronouns, which are very common. I, you, he, she. Then possessive pronouns. His, hers, the pronouns which show possession. Demonstrative pronouns, the pronouns which are used to point towards something. This, that, these, those. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative means to ask question. Whose, who, which, when, why. Relative pronoun. Now, here, relative pronouns are the pronouns which are relating to the nouns or pronouns which are used earlier. Who, that, we will study in detail about each one of them. Emphasizing, which put emphasis on the pronoun used, or they are also the reflexive pronouns. They end with self or selves. And indefinite pronoun, when it is not fixed, like to about whom it is being used, that is indefinite pronoun. Let's have a look at all of these in detail. Personal pronouns. These are the words that we use to refer to a person, animal, or a thing that we talk about. They can be divided into three categories. First person, the person who is talking. Second person, the person who is listening or the person to whom we are talking. And third person, the person who is talked about. Now, as the personal pronouns can be varying depending on the first person, second person, or third person, it also changes based on whether it is the subject or the object in the sentence. I hope you guys remember the sentence format: subject, verb, and object. Subject, the doer of action; verb, the action; and object, the receiver of the action. Let's take the example. The teacher gave Ravin a note. She wanted him to give the note to his parents. Here, teacher is the noun for whom we have used the pronoun she. Here, she is the subject pronoun. Then, Ravin is the noun for whom we have used the pronoun him, and that is for objective pronoun because he is the receiver of the action, receiver of the verb want. Let's have a look at the detailed explanation or the table where, based on the gender, based on the singularity or plurality, and based on whether it is subject or object, we have the personal pronouns for each first person, second person, and third person. Subject and object forms of personal pronouns. First person for both the genders, singular as subject I, as object me. Let's see the example. I am cooking pasta. I is used as subject. Will you help me? Me is used as an object. That is, here it's about first person singular. Then first person plural. It is we as subject and us as object. We are very happy. You gave us good news. You can see the difference? How first person plural changes as a subject and as an object. Now, second person singular and plural. Both the times it is you. You are quite late. I waited for you for 2 hours. Though it is a subject or object, you remains you for second person. Now, third person singular, masculine. It is he, and as an object, it is him. He is asleep. Don't wake him up. Singular, feminine. It is she and her. She is happy. They got her a bike. And then neuter, where the gender is not fixed or it does not have a gender. Singular, it is it. It is barking. Give it some food. Here it stands for the dog. And plural, it is they or them. They are late. We have been waiting for them. Now, about the use of the pronoun it. It refers to non human things. Sometimes it is used to refer to a child or an animal as well. The pronoun it can be used for refer to a situation as well. Like, it is very cold. It is evening now. So here it is referring to the situation. Now, students, suppose you have a pet and you love it very much. You think it is like a human being. In that special situation, you may refer to it with the pronoun he or she. Like if you have a pet and you know its gender, so based on that, you can refer to them as he or she, like they are your family. So, though they are non human things, but we give them the pronouns of he or she instead of it. After the personal pronouns, let's study possessive pronouns. Pronouns that show possession are called possessive pronouns. They are not followed by a noun, though they refer to a noun that has been mentioned before or is understood. They are mine, ours, yours, his, hers, theirs, and its. It is used to show the possession. Now, why did we specify that they are not followed by a noun? Because sometimes these same words are used as possessive adjectives, but there is a difference. Let's see. Possessive pronouns are different from possessive adjectives. If the word replaces a noun, then it is a pronoun. But if the word modifies another noun that appears after it, it is an adjective. Possessive adjectives are my, our, your, his, her, their, and its. Let's have a look at certain possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives where we can easily see the difference. The simplest way to differentiate possessive pronouns from possessive adjectives is to look for a noun that follows the word showing possession. The new rucksack is mine. Here, the word mine is possessive pronoun because there is no noun following it. It is just a pronoun. Where is your rucksack? Here, your is used as an adjective and that too possessive adjective for the noun rucksack. Same way, let's take other example. Suppose grandma is saying, I can't find my hat. My is possessive adjective for the noun hat. It is immediately after, before the noun. Whose hat are you wearing? Post. I don't know, but I am sure it is not yours. Here it is possessive pronoun because there is no noun after it. It is mine. Again, this is a possessive pronoun. Give it back to me. Now, demonstrative pronoun. These pronouns are used to point out a certain category, thing, statement, etc. They are this, that, these, and those. Well, these are probably a few of the first words you learned in English. We know that this and that are used instead of singular nouns, and these and those are used instead of plural nouns. This and these indicate that the things referred to are near. The pronouns that and those indicate objects that are further away. For example, this is a table, that is a chair. These are my notebooks, those are yours. Interrogative pronouns. These are pronouns which we use to ask questions. As we know, interrogative sentences, interrogation, that is asking questions. So the pronouns which are used to ask questions are interrogative pronouns. They are whom, whose, what, which, where, why, and when. Who and whom are used to refer to people. Like who is used as a subject and whom is used as an object. For example, who is that boy? Who is the subject? Whom did you meet? Whom is the object for the verb meeting. What and which are used for things. Where is used to refer to a place. When is used to refer to a time. And why is used to refer to a reason. For example, who is this boy? What is his name? Why has he come? Where is he from? When is he going home? Reflexive and emphasizing pronouns. These pronouns contain the word suffix self or selves when plural. They are used with other pronouns. For example, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. These are called reflexive pronouns when they refer to the subject of the sentence. For example, Post looked at himself in the mirror. Here, himself is related to the subject, Post. The dog scratched itself. Here, itself, the pronoun, is reflecting to the dog. They need to think of themselves when they work. Here, themselves is reflecting to they. The choice of reflexive pronoun will depend on the personal pronoun used. Like for I, we have myself, for you, yourself, for you as plural, we have yourselves. They, themselves, we, ourselves, he, himself, it, itself, she, herself, etc. Now, when these words are used after personal pronouns to emphasize a point, they are called emphasizing pronouns. For example, why can't you find your books? You yourself kept them somewhere. So here we are emphasizing that no one else but you. We are emphasizing on you. Hence it is emphasizing pronoun. She herself has to study if she wants to pass with good marks. She herself. We are here herself is emphasizing on she. Why is the door open again? I myself bolted it some time ago. I myself. So myself is emphasized on I. They themselves need to decide if they want to pass the exams. So themselves is the emphasizing pronoun for they. Now students, if you look carefully, the meaning of the word is not changing with the emphasizing pronouns, but it's just emphasizing. It's just showing more importance to the pronoun which is used. Sometimes it's kind of like it's useless. Like even if we remove the emphasizing pronoun, the meaning of the sentence remains the same. But let's see, like emphasizing pronouns are used right after the subject to emphasize the pronoun as shown above. When we use these words as emphasizing pronouns, we stress self or selves. Compare this pair of sentences. See how the second sentence has an extra emphasis on the subject. Here the same word, herself, the same pronoun, is used as reflexive and emphasizing pronoun. Ginny talked to herself a lot. This is reflexive pronoun to the noun Ginny. Now, Ginny herself got a gift for her mother. Here, it is herself is emphasizing on Ginny. Like Ginny got a gift for her mother, but more emphasis is given when Ginny herself got a gift for her mother. Relative pronouns. A relative pronoun refers to a noun which comes before it in the same sentence. It is related to that noun. Who, whom, which, and that are the most commonly used relative pronouns. They are usually used to give more information about the noun or clarify which noun we are talking about. The nouns relative pronouns refer to can be singular or plural. For example, the boys who came to see me are my friends. So here who is the relative pronoun and it is used for the noun the boys. I like the movie that we watched yesterday. So that refers to the movie, the noun movie. The houses which we saw were very old. So here the pronoun which is used for the noun houses. Students, see here that they are not used instead of the nouns but with the nouns. Relative pronouns are very useful for joining two sentences that have a common noun. We can avoid repeating the noun. Let's see the example. John is my neighbor. John is a writer. So instead of that, we can write John, who is my neighbor, is a writer. So here the relative pronoun who has been used to join the sentence. Cafe Casablanca has excellent cakes. Cafe Casablanca is near my house. So we can join it as Cafe Casablanca, which sells excellent cakes, is near my house. Now, generally, there are some rules which you should note. The relative pronoun who is used to refer to human beings. The relative pronoun which is used to refer to non human beings, animals, trees, etc. The relative pronoun that can be used for both humans and non human nouns. Now remember, like some of these words have the same form as interrogative pronouns. We came across these just in the previous slides, like interrogative pronouns, who, which, these are also interrogative pronouns, but they are not used to begin a question. Like when we are talking, who is used for referring to human beings, but when we start with who, it is, if the sentence begins with who, it is an interrogative pronoun, but if it is used in between to connect the sentence or with noun, it is a relative pronoun. Indefinite pronouns. We use indefinite pronouns to refer to persons or things in a general way and not specify one person or thing. Indefinite means we cannot define, we cannot point out, like we are talking about something, someone, or something particular. It is in general. Words that end in body, thing, one, like somebody, something, someone, etc., are indefinite pronouns. We also have other examples like somebody, something, someone, anybody, anything, anyone, nobody, nothing, no one. These are indefinite pronouns. Sometimes words like one, none, some, all, few, etc. are also used as pronouns. Let's see the example with somebody. I saw somebody going into the drawing room. Everything. Like we can say, my mother knows everything about me. Something. Something is wrong. I can feel it. So here, these are indefinite pronouns. Like let's take the example of something. We are not knowing what is wrong or we cannot point. So it is indefinite. Same way, these are the indefinite pronouns. Like everywhere, whether it is few or more, whether it is someone or all, they all are indefinite pronouns. So that is all about the explanation of pronouns. We'll be doing exercises in the live class and you guys will be also getting worksheets through Google Forms which you have to fill. And watch this video. If you have any doubts, we will be doing it in the live class. So just keep this as a reference. Sometimes if you skip the class or if you are unable to understand particular subject, just refer to that in this video. So that's it for today. Just relax, understand, and let me know if you guys have doubts during the live class. That's it. Bye.